This is Joe from Uganda, here on talking about business, or talking about how someone can start small to put up a very big business. So I'll come up with maybe a very simple example. Let's say the chicken business. How can someone really start with very small money? Maybe let's talk about something like $10 or $20 to come up with billions and billions of money out of the chicken business. I'll bring up an example like someone can, you can save some small money, or you can even ask from a dad or a relative. Someone can help you with this small money to buy one chicken. We are talking of one chicken. I know someone can get a man to buy one chicken. So we are talking of one chicken, and we are targeting at this chicken making us to become billionaires. How are we going to do this now? So we get our one chicken, we start keeping it in the small house. Now this one chicken will help us to flame or to train us how we feed it, how to prepare its house. So we have our one chicken now. We are watching it. Let's say it can take for 2 or 3 months, then it start laying eggs. We are talking, or we are trying to come from one chicken and see how we can get like 5 chicken and lay us like 100 eggs. So we look at our chicken, we feed it from the start. It's 1 month, it's 2 months. Then here it start to lay the eggs. So when it start to lay the eggs, yes, you're reaching a level, you've seen the eggs, but it's also another level in this business. From the start you had, it's now going to let you know how to handle the eggs. Before you go up for the big business, you have 1,000 eggs, you need to know how to handle the eggs. So it will start with 1 egg. Let's say with 1 egg, eggs are delicate. If someone doesn't know how to handle them, really it breaks. So you will have 1 egg. You can maybe mess up with 1 egg and say, okay, if I mishandle it, it will break down. So for the first egg, let's say you're missing it. But for the second one, you know how to handle it now. So you can have the second egg, the third one, the 4th one, and you get to know how to keep these eggs, because sometimes eggs don't need to be just put anywhere. They can get broken. So you can get to know how handling these eggs, how you can handle the eggs. So now, after maybe the chicken has given you something like 10 eggs, now we can think of incubation. We are trying to see how we can turn from 1 chicken to become like 10 chicks. So we have 10 eggs now. You can ask around, and as I go on, I always emphasize, if you're trying any business, you ask someone who have some experience. So let's say you have your eggs, you can ask around who knows about the incubation, who has the incubator. You may not be having the money to buy the incubator because it's an expensive one, but someone may be ready to help you with your 10 eggs to incubate them and become chicks. So you can ask around. Now you've seen someone, maybe a friend or someone in the same business, help you to incubate these eggs. It takes 21 days. We can wait. Every business needs patience, seriously. So you wait for the 21 eggs. So now we have 21 chicks. We have 10 chicks, sorry. So after getting these chicks, now these chicks are now going to put in another environment of how to handle for the young ones, the small one. It's from 1 day, but we need to put it up to 4 months, so then it can start laying the eggs. So with these small chicks, here we will know the feeding. It doesn't mean that what you've been feeding the grown-up one is the one the chicks were going to eat. No, the chicks need a separate or a different kind of food. So here you can ask around, or you can practically, even maybe get some small grain and crack it down to small bits, small particles. Then this one you can see, maybe if the chicks love the small particles, then you can know, oh yes, they can go for small particles. The big chicken can eat even a full grain. I mean, for it doesn't matter if you crack it down or not, but the small one now need like feeding them, getting them something small, because remember their digestion is not yet ready for the big particles. So here we have the chicks, you know what to feed them. There may come another level of vaccination. Actually, if chicken business is concerned, and as any other business, it has levels from the chicks. Before you put them up to 5 months or 4 months, they go in vaccinating them at every level. So here you can go ask someone, like, or if someone is having a chicken project around you, then you can say, okay, I have my chicks, they are 5 days, they are 10 days. Do you know the vaccine? Do you know how to apply it? Can you help me, or can you train me how to do it? Remember, we are having 10 chicks now. This one will help you if someone tell you the vaccine, or you can apply it yourself. You may apply to the 10 chicks and mess up with one. Maybe the one die and you remain with 9. This one will give you a lesson to know if now I have like 100, I don't want to do this to miss or to kill the 100. So you'll go the vaccination. So you do the vaccination at every level. They are growing from 1 day to weeks to a month to month. Let's say they are 3 months now. So it means as they are growing up, they also change in feeding. The feed or the food you used to feed them in when they were like days, it's not the same feed you're supposed to feed them when they are months. So you get to know how you go on the levels of feeding them. So we go to 3 months now. We have 9 chicks. Remember, we lost 1 out of not knowing how to vaccinate. We lost 1. We have 9. Together with the big one, we have 10. So now, let's say the 9 ones, we got 8 of them were chicken, and maybe the 9th one was a cock. You know, for it won't. We won't keep it for eggs because it can't lay eggs. So now we get the 8 ones. We add them to the first one we had. Now we have 9. These 9 ones, let's say the 8 ones start to lay eggs also. So we get eggs, not from 1 we had, but now we have 9. Let's say everyone is laying every day. So it means you have a guarantee of getting 9 eggs every day. This is business. If you're planning at just selling the eggs, you can try. You can say, okay, now I don't want all the 9 eggs. I can sell up the 4 and remain with 5 for the future incubation or what. So selling up the surplus or the balance will also take you to another level of knowing the market. You had the chicken, you are not selling it, but now you have the eggs. You need to know the market. Who need the eggs? Not everyone is a fan of eggs. So you here go up to the public, you go to the market, ask people who need the eggs. Out of the 4 you're getting every day, you may find that you get a demand of like people need more than 4 eggs. So this one will give you a motivation and a sign so that what you're dealing in has market. So you can proceed. You can say, okay, I will save the 5 eggs every day and wait until when I get like 50 eggs or 100 eggs. Then you go to the incubation. You go to the friend or to the company, or because some countries, like let's say Uganda, we have got big companies who do just the incubation work. You can go with your eggs ready for incubation. You pay some small money. Let's say you've saved the money you've sold, you've got out of selling these 4. I mean, you've said I'm saving 5 eggs out of 9, and I can sell the 4. So now these 4 will help you to get the money of paying to the man or to the owner or to the company of the incubation, so that they can help you incubate the one you've gathered. If it depends on like, cause the 1 and the 9, or let's say the 9, they gave you example of how they can eat, so you can see. Now you can see your level. If you can feed 100, then you can incubate 100. If you can feed 50, I'm sorry to start with 100, but I'm talking, if you can just look. I said, okay, now I can go for the number of 20. So you can incubate 20. If you have the feeding capacity, if you can feed them, then you can go for the 20. So this one has helped us. We came from one chicken. It gave us the eggs. We went for the incubation. We go to see the chicks. We go to see the vaccination. We go to see the market for the surplus eggs we got. So it will give you a basis of how the business can work, than someone thinking of, oh, I need to get millions and go buy 100 chicks. No, you don't do that, because you doesn't know how these young chicks, how the chicks feed. You don't know how they handle the eggs. So it means you can use your 100 million as capital. Maybe you've bought it somewhere, and if you don't have the experience, if you don't know how to handle this, you may end up missing all the capital. So this is why I still emphasize, before you think of getting a million, before you think of getting $1,000, think of something like, let's say, $50. Think of something like $20. You can get this. Then you will start with this small, help you grow up in this business and get the experience.